Beloved and esteemed blessed families throughout the world, May is a month during which many nations celebrate Mother's Day and reflect upon the love, sacrifice, and devotion shared within the family. Here in Korea, the homeland of our faith, this season carries a special depth of meaning as Children's Day, Parents' Day, and Teachers' Day follow one after another, offering us occasions to express our heartfelt gratitude to family members and to all who have worked alongside us on the journey of our life. In this beautiful month of May, I pray that the love and grace of our Heavenly Parent may rest evermore fully upon the blessed family of the world, so that every home may be filled with the fragrance of gratitude and happiness. This week, I'd like to reflect with you on the key outcomes and the significance of the 2026 Global Mission Recognition Ceremony held in commemoration of the 66th anniversary of True Parents' Holy Wedding and the first anniversary of the entrance into the Cheon Cheonil Sanctum, as well as the providential background to this initiative and the direction it will take from now. The ceremony was held on Sunday, May 3rd, the day following the anniversary celebration and the blessing ceremony, and connected the event venue at the HJ Heaven and Earth Chamber Training Center and participants online. The award ceremony drew more than 440 Cheonilguk pastors from around the world. And the time of the entrance ceremony last year, the World Mission Headquarters adopted as its guiding slogan, church growth through pastoral care and witnessing. This initiative set forth a new standard of healthy church growth, one that pursues not merely numerical increase, but the qualitative maturation of the church community alongside its quantitative expansion. To put this into practice, churches around the world were grouped into 4 categories, with each church guided to establish goals appropriate to its size and circumstances. Pastoral churches centering on qualitative spiritual maturity. Witnessing churches focusing on quantitative growth. Developing communities pursuing qualitative and quantitative growth in harmony. And pioneer churches dedicated to establishing the foundations for mission outreach. Taking the entrance ceremony as a turning point, this represents a new paradigm shift, moving the central axis of our mission strategy from the continental level to the local church level, and from quantitative expansion to qualitative maturity. In this way, our community is being guided toward a more mature stage of growth. As a result, some 550 churches around the world established the goals according to their respective categories. Through this ceremony, a total of 43 churches that fulfilled their designated goals received recognition, comprising 18 pastoral churches 10 witnessing churches, 12 developing communities, and 3 pioneer churches. In addition, 34 churches that did not fully attain their designated benchmark goals, but nonetheless demonstrated balanced fruitfulness across pastoral ministry, witnessing, community life, and other areas were presented with the Encouragement Award based on a fair and comprehensive evaluation. Furthermore, in order to honor exemplary models of community development, special awards were presented in 5 categories: the revitalization of Cheonbo family churches, financial transparency, youth ministry, young professional networks, and sustainable social impact. 5 churches that distinguished themselves in this area were honored with the Excellent Award. I would like to share 2 of the beautiful and inspiring stories about the church that received the Achievement Award and Excellent Award. Reverend John Jackson of the Arkansas Church in the United States has led a remarkable revival among the younger generation, centering his ministry on true parents' message of spirit and truth. Without a church building of its own, the community opened a small cafe in a local shopping mall and transformed the space behind it into a Cheon prayer room and worship space, making it a living base for witnessing and for bringing soul to new life. From there, first and second generation members came together to host university game nights, men's and women's faith sharing gatherings, and principle-based Bible studies, through which they conveyed the true mission of Jesus and the value of true parents. Moved by the warmth they encountered and the truth they received, many young people have found their way to the church. And these works are quietly unfolding under the grace of God as they prepare to receive the blessing. Reverend Hyun-shin Sasekyo of the Hong Kong Church turned his heart not toward pressing weary members with religious duty amid the demand of city life, but toward helping each person uncover and bringing to flower the gift heaven had placed within them. To this end, he cultivated a vibrant club culture within the church, 동일무도, computer programming, reading circles, and more, creating spaces where members could offer their skills and passions with joy. Step by step, the church was transformed into a warm community of sharing and growth. No longer a place people came simply out of obligation. The church became a community of joy, where members discovered their own God-given worth and learned to love one another more freely. In that atmosphere, hearts began to move on their own, without pressure, and something beautiful took root. Our members began embracing honored guests as brothers and sisters, and treating members like dignitaries, living out a genuine culture of heart. Beloved members, we stand today at a new turning point. We are moving beyond the time when we strive only toward the grand ideal and visions of the providence, and stepping into the age of the firm settlement of Cheonilguk, an age in which we are called to discover and weave together the small yet living stories of success that are blooming within each church and each mission field. A new era is opening, one in which the concrete stories of transformation and growth unfolding across local regions, churches, families, and the rising generations are being woven together into a single great living narrative, the story of the true sons and daughters of Cheonilguk. In other words, we are moving beyond the time during which we set our sight only on distant, grand vision, and entering the era in which the quiet accumulation of small victory and real change on the ground has itself become the very proof of the substantial living providence. This shift in perspective will not stop at the level of a change in policy. It will bring about a seismic transformation throughout the culture of our community. Within that change, new narrative will emerge, stories that touch the human heart and stir something true and lasting in all who encounter them. It is my conviction that these living stories, gathered one by one, will become the new history of our community that future generation will inherit. Beloved members, this week I invite you to do one simple thing. Share a small story of a victory with someone around you. If you have witnessed even a quiet change, a moment of sincere devotion, an act of service or sacrifice in your church, in your family, or on the mission field, please do not let it pass unnoticed. Encourage one another and share these stories with those around you. And if we would also share these precious, warm-hearted stories with the World Mission Headquarters, we will look for the opportunity to convey them to bless the families around the world. For even a great history is built in the end upon the quiet accumulation of small acts of faith and love carries out without recognition. The story of love that each of you carry is among the most precious treasures illuminating Cheonilguk and a vital force shaping the future. As this year of Global Mission Recognition Ceremony has shown us, heaven remembers not only the outcome, but also the heart and devotion woven into every step of the journey. And so my deepest hope for this week is simply this: but we become a community that blesses and celebrates one another's small victories, and that, in so doing, we write together the living narrative of a true culture of heart. Thank you, and God bless you.